Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for our next best of 3. It's going to be between Demise and Entropy.
Yep.
That should be a good one. But first, before we go there, another series is still playing out right now. It's the Primal matchup versus Lux. They're on map 3. It's derailed. It's currently 7-3 in favor of Lux, and Lux are on the allied side.
Yeah.
So
it's not looking good for NA.
Yeah, that could spell disaster here for the NA boys. We'll see if they can persevere and bring that one back. But for now, we've got a pretty good matchup in front of us here.
Yeah. Demise versus Entropy, and this is a really good matchup. Both are really strong teams. They have the fragging power. Like on Entropy, we've got Dims, Blues, and Nils. And on Entropy, we've got Zlatan, Kiastar, Zuma. All these guys are tough. Tough. That's the word.
Burly,
for.
tough. Well, I talked to Zlatan a little bit after their series yesterday, and you know it's funny because he kind of looks like Scream, the CS:GO pro, and he was the one that hit that disgusting one tap yesterday, and he's like, I might just change my name to Scream in game because they talk about my one taps.
Yeah.
So here we go,
Zlatan
though.
is French.
Yeah. Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, look at that. Belgian, French. Maybe Scream's got a future in Battalion 1944.
Maybe.
Bring a lot more players, I'm sure. That being said, though, Liberation, map number 1, and Zlatan, the man of the hour, talking about him previously, is going to open things up. Finds the first pick, but Dins is immediately there for the trade.
All these frags at the moment going into Entropy's way. Only Samuel able to get a second one, jumping headshot with the carbine. Fake plants, maybe to draw out some players, and he did, and Talir's going to find him.
Entropy's rowdy. I don't know if you guys can hear them through our microphones, but I can hear them through the glass between us and
look at
the playing room, and they're ripping, rearing, ready to go.
Entry boys on your screen.
Yeah, Zlatan up there in the top left.
Kiastar, bottom right.
Just
naming
who's on the far left?
Yeah. Far left? I think it was Delita. I didn't have a good look. Middle was Azuma.
Okay. Now that we've got that all clarified, we can get into round number 2 now as Entropy try to extend their lead. It's still early, but we'll see what they're capable of doing. A couple carbines being picked up here for the Demise side. See what they bring to the table. A full 5 Gewehr round.
Yeah, and Demise, it's going for quite an eco buy. You can see all of them have 1 tokens at least, and it's working for them. Nils getting the opening frag. Delita pulls one back low. Look at Gewehr, carbine in hand now. And Demise looking actually pretty good. Their positioning is pretty good, but so are Entropy's. They've got this A bomb site on lockdown for the time being.
Yeah, a lot of players all around the same area. You can see pretty much 6 players all cluttered up in one spot of the map. Very close quarter battle is going to be had here on this A bomb site. With that in mind, Sus looking like he might want to go for a cheeky little peek here. You can see 2 players prone basically next to each other right on the corner. He will go down though, Samuel. He's going to be able to get that opening pick in towards that site. Oh, the leader, he's going to have to come up big, and he cannot. He falls 2 versus 4, and Entropy on the back foot now. Kiastar trying to do what he can. Jump peek around the corner. Reload comes out. Pistol whip, headshot. He does manage to take down Niels. So with that in mind, there is only a man advantage, but now the bomb has been planted, and Demise can kind of fan out a little bit and try and work this crossfire.
Some missed shots there from Blues onto Azuma, which is going to create some space for Entropy now. Smoking off the bomb, but he's watching for Blues, and he gets it. Quick trades. It's all up to Kiastar now. Do you reckon he can have this?
I'll be able to tell you here in about a second. No.
No. It's close. Takes out both players.
That smoke that was thrown out was so incredibly smart.
Yeah.
Dropped it out. They hear the smoke go out. He's going to take another peek at it and just gets annihilated from that peek. So
Kiastar's.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It's unfortunate we're not going to have time to see the smoke play, but that was a really smart bait. Got that player to peek from the upper side of that house, and next thing you know, we're back into a 2-on-2. Now, the crossfire that was set by Demise on that A bomb site was very, very strong, one baiting the other into the other players. So nicely done from them. They finish off the round strong. 2 players left alive, and Entropy going to be tied up now by Demise 1-1 as we move on forward.
We've got a nade left on Strobe. I wonder where he's going to deploy that. But you can see like they're spread out, Demise. They're looking for space, and it actually allowed Sus to get that kill, but It's quickly traded by Blues, so it's a 1-to-1 trade. And that actually starts opening up the A bomb site. Risky place, and I don't think it really paid out too much.
Smoke's coming out. Looking for that one opening required to get into this bomb site.
Dins on your screen at the moment, both in the top right and the player. Incredible player, Dins. He's so smart, so good as well. But the time he's on his own towards the B site. Maybe he's going to try and fake it while the rest of his team head towards the A, which is pretty much clear. There's only one player, but he's in the market. So if the Mice start pushing in, it'll be a pretty much clear bomb site.
And here you go. The push in towards the A bomb site is on, and you can actually see your number 6 man, the leader, trying to go away from this site. They've read the situation completely wrong. All 4 players on the opposite site right now, so it's pretty much going to be a bomb plant for free. They can take full control, full advantage of this, and they will get that bomb down. Entropy going to answer one more, making it a 2 versus 4 post plant, and Blues getting tagged down low. He's going to be in a precarious predicament right now as they've only managed to capitalize on 1 frag into the round. 4 players to find with 35 seconds left. Highly unlikely that they get out of this round.
Ooh, so quick from Azuma. Only Strove getting a frag at the end there, but not so good from Lem. After doing that initial fake, which was so good, and Dins pulling off all 4 players towards that bomb site.
Yeah.
It just couldn't hit their shots afterwards.
Yeah, they sold that fake hook, line, and sinker. Managed to get right into the A bomb site. It's just a bit of a shame that they weren't able to hold it, weren't able to lock it down. So we're going to see it go 2-1 in favor of Entropy. Some nice play there from Azuma. That snapshot that he had there, I thought for sure he was down because he was actually in a gunfight with somebody else. Adjusted his aim, managing to find that headshot and really kind of open things up for that retake situation. So 2-1 we go. Bomb looking like it's going to move towards the B bomb site, but they're going to just wait it out for a second for some of those nades to come flying on in. Neil's taking a little damage early on, but no casualties just yet as the round is just now getting started. Playing solo
position.
on A as well.
Yeah. Nils, he could have some trouble, especially if he starts pushing more into yellow. There we have it. But he actually wins that draw against Azuma. And that's starting opening things up for Demise. Now they're going to start executing towards this B bomb site. After getting that 1 frag, and as well as the fact that Key is low, but Zlatan's helping out with that nade. That's going to slow things down. But just for a moment, allowing Kiyosar to get his health back. And to pull back towards that Windows position. The fake, and it's actually pulled a nade towards the bomb site, and now they know it should be clear so they could plant, but that's the smoke's gone.
Yeah.
So when they start planting, they need to cover these angles, and I don't think no one's actually covering Kiyosar's angle.
I was going to say it's a little bit awkward there. They waited so long to move the bomb into the bomb site, but they have so many angles that they have to clear. Kiyosar, like you said, unchecked, going to be able to capitalize on Strobe that drops the bomb as well. So now you've got to have Niels come up here and get a double, and he does just that. Plus 10, close range with the Thompson. Looking for a little bit more. One player right around the corner spots him, so they know at least where one of the 2 remaining defensive players are located. They're going to fake the bomb plant again, and now look at this. Neil's going to push on out, picks up another. He's got 4 on the round. He's got to ace it to win it. Here's the footsteps, peeks him. 2 seconds, 1 second, not enough time. He's going to have to go for the reload, and that is going to be it. So Herculean effort from Niels, but it comes up just a tad too short, and Entropy going to walk away with a 3rd round.
Yeah, really unlucky there from Niels after getting the initial opening and then get these kills up in window, making it a 2 versus 2. Only he was doing the damage for his team. He had a 4K at the end and then nearly get the ace, ran out of bullets.
Ran out of bullets and ran out of time, unfortunate. It's about as close as it's going to be. But with that being said, I mean, Entropy, they stave off, you know, the relentless attack of Demise right there. That was a really nice round out of Demise. It's a shame that they couldn't capitalize on it in the long run. And you can see again, going to finally have a couple of, well, 1 STG on the board here. That's going to be in Zlatan's hands, and he's pretty proficient with that weapon.
Yeah, he is pretty efficient, but Sus is also pretty efficient with the MP40. Able to get 3 kills out of that, doing so much damage. Only Nilsk and Strove able to get frags back, making it 2 versus 3, but Zuma, he's so quick in getting those headshots. Yeah. But
Niels.
so is Nilsk with that Thompson. We saw what he could do in the previous round.
Yep.
See if he can do some miracles now. This time he only needs to find 3 more. He has to equal the amount of kills which he got.
He's only got to get 4 this time. He doesn't have to get 5. So his odds are infinitely better than they were in the last round. See whether or not he can execute that. One player right around the corner takes some damage, falls back, doesn't lose his life. So he keeps the opportunity alive for him to be able to try and clutch this out, back to full health. 1 player to the left, 1 player around the opposite side. And there it is. They finally pounds Kyostar. Too many angles to check, too many places to worry about, too many cubbies to figure out positions on, and he ends up falling. 4-1 now for Entropy.
Yeah, Zuma on your screen there. Nice headshot you got on that round. Let's see if they can keep this up, Entropy. They've been having a good start, and one of the things which I like to mention about the Demise, they are going to come into this round, is that they usually come in very, very different compared to most teams, where we saw them actually have sort of like an eco half-buy that round, which we don't normally see. We normally see everyone forced all their tokens making Gavez, where we see grease guns and stuff from Demise, which is different to what we see from most teams. And for them, it's been working really well. It's what they did in Budapest. They had huge success. And they're going to try and carry that over here. And Blues, he was able to get the first kill onto Kyostar, as well as the leader falling from Nilsk. And Nilsk is having a really good game.
Yeah, so far so good for him. It's just a problem that they haven't been able to put any rounds on the board to kind of support that claim. It's individual effort, but individual effort that's not putting rounds on the board, sadly enough. So we'll see whether or not they can convert this one, as they do have a 2-man advantage. But you think back to Vireo Pro in that last matchup that we saw, unable to convert a lot of those 3v5 clutches, 3v5 scenarios where they've got a 2-man advantage. It's just unfortunate. We'll see whether or not Demise fares a little bit better. As you can see, actually, Den's getting a little bit of a forward position. 1 player right behind, and that's going to be Zlatan that goes down. And now that STG is going to be chiming in, but the wall bang comes out. Srove is going to take him down, leaving just Azuma 1 versus 5. And there is the scope on the back of Samuel. He finds the final frag, and finally another round on the board here for Demise.
Yeah, Dins was celebrating after that, and rightly so. He's been playing pretty well. So is Nilsk.
Yes.
But that kill down mid was so important from Dins. He was able to stop the rotating player, which caused some trouble. And as soon as that first player sus, got the spoiled out and shot through the wall, it was all over.
Yeah, shut them down before they get a foothold back into the site. It's nice to see. So 4-2 it goes. Money getting swapped around back and forth. Gavers in the hands of Entropy. They're going to have 5 of them, now 4, as Dins gets the dunk nade, takes Sus down, who's been so crucial over here towards the A-bomb site. Multi-frag rounds. We saw him get the 3-man spray down over there a couple of rounds ago, which really was the catalyst for the victory in that round. So that's a big scalp to take on that A site.
Look at this. Demise are careful in their approach. There is a smoke deployed from Entropy. They're just going to be playing around that. And Demise are changing their tactics. They're going into triple this time. 1 person bottom and 1 person up. And this allows to make sure no one's pushing from top player, and the top player can get some angles out. As well as the fact that Dins can peek. But now they know the leader's position. And he's actually going to get caught out by Dins. That's the 2nd kill for him in this round. Rotations are going to be pulled off towards that A site. There's still that 1-to-1 battle on the B side.
Bomb gets planted. Took a little while for Kyostar to find that frag, but Azuma also chiming in on the Blues, bringing it back into a 3 versus 3. There's the chase, but Kyostar gets the reload in. Neil's not able to get it done for somebody who's been playing so well. He kind of flubs that spray, and now all of a sudden the man advantage for the retake for Entropy. Den's 3rd frag on the round, able to take down 1 more. That's Zlatan that has hit the dirt. And now it's going to all be down to Dens. He's got 4 on the round. Can he finish this off? No, he cannot. 3 for Kyostar. So we saw Niels with a near ace. This time it's Dens with a near ace. So these individual efforts from Demise coming in big, but again, not getting rounds off of the back of it.
Yeah, and it's a little bit unfortunate. Dins played it a little bit badly, and at the end they're going slow, peeking around that corner. Yeah. Especially the low HP after initial battle. Maybe try and regain your health, or if you want to go for a peek, you need to go for an aggressive peek.
Yeah, jump peek, something along those lines.
But again, another round where someone's got a 4K, has to go for a 1 versus 1 clutch to ace it. And if you're Demise right now, you don't really want to be in situations like that. You want to have the more team play. Yeah, that one person's doing good, but where's the other players in that round?
Exactly. Now, it might be a matter of, they're baiting for him to go and get those kills and stuff like that, but that should never be ultimately the case in a scenario like that. And if there's Niels one more time, going to be able to chime in with one, but Dens goes down immediately afterwards. Blues is there, though, as Kiastar hits the dirt. Nice headshot from the carbine.
So that's looking aggressive, but he does get tagged up by Samuel G, who is on the scope right now. And he's actually repositioned, and he might be reading Zlatan's position pretty well, I think. Zlatan spotted him, but I don't know if Sam did. But this position here from Azuma. Able to get one at least. Pulls back in the smoke, throws a nade as well. That's going to be massive if it actually hits someone, but it doesn't. So it's going to keep
tangled
it
up in the
3
smoke,
versus
just
3.
throws a willy-nilly nade. Would have been wild if he got anybody off of the back of that, but yeah, like you said, into a 3-on-3. Bomb's not planted yet, and Samuel, well, one snipe as good as another. So he's going to be able to connect onto Sus. Not anticipating Zlatan's position, though. He's changed it up. He finds a nice forward position there, denies the bomb carrier.
And now Azuma is just banging in some shots, making sure Zlatan could get closer. But now Zlatan's position is known, so things are going to be a little bit more tricky. But Nilsk is helping. I mean, Azuma's helping things, taking out Nilsk. Making it 2 versus 1. Samuel, this is a bold play.
Very bold. He knows that they haven't tapped the bomb yet, and he's actually coming around from the backside, which is very cheeky. Azuma's not going to be reading this. The question is it planted for him?
I think it is. Samuel goes for a first one. Maybe a little bit presumptuous, and he will be fallen from Azuma. The clutch again going into Entropy's favor.
Big rounds by big players. Azuma 3K off the back of that carbine. Nicely done from him. 6-2 now. Entropy continuing to pile on the rounds as we continue through. And what is Demise going to be able to get behind this one? So
yeah,
it's a sad time for North America, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some bad news. We've got some bad news. I'll let the European announce it, since I'm going to go cry.
So yeah, so Lux beat Primal 16-5 in the end. So Primal knocked out 2-1 maps, and Lux go through.
I like how you put the camera on me when I said I was going to cry. Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate that. That being said, though, we've got some more Battalion in front of us to enjoy as Demise look to try and get some rounds on the board here. Entropy, very solid at stringing rounds together. Demise got a couple back-to-back, but it's been all Entropy all day. And Kiastar, aggression, pushes up, finds the opening pick.
Oh, Samuel G. I wonder if he'll check the corner or not. He is peeking, and he's tempted to move on. Slowly peeking, but Sus. He's got to get given a free kill, so he goes for one, and he could have got more.
Oh, my goodness. He could have had more there as well. Fortunate that Strove managed to come around from the back lines and find that backstab, but now we see a spray down attempt from Deleter. He's only good for one. Samuel goes down. There's Azuma, though. He's got the car. Nice shot from him. The bomb's looking to get planted here, but again, it's going to have to be an ace clutch in order to win it. I mean, this is case in point. Look at the HUD right now. 1 kill per person for everybody on Entropy, with the exception of Zlatan. Only one person gets kills on Demise's side. And that's kind of the story of the match right now. It was Niels 4K, Dens 4K, has to get the ace to clutch it. Same story here, and not going to happen. Strove goes down straight away. Azuma is going to pick up the final frag of the round, and it's going to go 7-2. So individual versus team play is going to win every single time.
And you could see that perfectly eventually as he was pushing in onto that final player. Kiesel was making so much noise behind him, and that actually shifted Strove's point of view that he had to look behind. And that's when I think it was Azuma who attacked.
Yes.
Great team play coming in from Entropy, and that's the main difference. And what made Demise so good before was their team play, and they're just lacking it in this game, and they're making a lot of mistakes, which was not usual for them in the past.
Yeah. And I mean, you talk about people firing on all cylinders. I mean, Deleter, he's not having that great of a match. Sus doesn't really have all those kills, but the impact of their frags that they do have has been massive over the course of the opening couple of rounds here. Same thing can be said about Azuma. Once he picked up that car, you saw the impact that he had with that weapon. doing a good job there. Kia Star has been solid. Slatin hasn't made too many, too much noise on the server,
No.
but he's been there,
Exactly. Like each player is having impact, and that's the difference. Like, yeah, you get a 4K in a round on Demise. It's not very impactful if you don't win the round or your team's not converting together, and that's the problem. It's individual plays in each round, but it needs to be more team-based.
Yeah. So we'll see if they can get their stuff together here as Demise back onto the Thompsons and Carbines, and Blue's going to pick one up, but Niels goes down immediately afterwards, and again, the 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, it's Slatan.
Scope out on Deleter now, too, to accompany that car for Azuma. And there you go.
Ooh.
Now they know.
Now they know.
Such a vicious sound effect, too. Yeah. When you're not right directly next to it, you hear it through a couple of walls. It's so meaty.
That's
Sid's
also
checking that corner this time.
Yeah. but the reason why it's so meaty is so people know, okay, there's a scope, because if you have the unscoped car, it makes a different noise, just slightly. It's less meaty, but it's there.
It's there. Oh, it's definitely there. And it's there in the hands of Azuma, who is over at the B-bomb site looking for blood. And he might get gifted a couple of kills. A very tight angle, but only for that window. If they come around from the long side of it, then he might be able to adjust his aim in time, especially if one jumps around the corner. Could be gifted a freebie.
He's smoking his position, and he's actually going to go aggressive here, and he actually
did
spots
this
out one
last
player. Gets tagged up, and that's going to push him off. No frags for him this time, but it looks like the rest of his team's going aggressive. One person pushes in, but he will lose his life, and that was sus. And Demise a little bit bunched up right now.
Yeah, Sus not pulling any punches on that push through the smoke, huh?
No.
Just guessed the wrong direction when he finally cleared the haze, but we are going to be in a 3-on-2. Entropy looking for the retake, and Strove goes down, leaving just Dens. There's the jump peek out. They know exactly where he is. He's going to go down to Azuma. There's the car play. And it's an 8-2 scoreline. So these rounds are being slow played. They're using full advantage of that clock, and they're getting in and getting the bomb planted. But the problem is that their post plants have been really lackluster because they just haven't had the firepower. They haven't had the manpower to throw at it. It's always been, sure, we'll give you the bomb site, but you're going to get the bomb site with a man disadvantage, making it so much easier for us on the retake.
I suppose the fact that straight from that bomb plant, there was so much pressure which Entropy was pulling on. Like, they couldn't get into favorable positions. They was all bunched up into barrels because Azuma was up on windows causing problems. There was players in connector causing problems. And then Slatan was there as well, just getting frags for fun. Well, these nades from Demise, they're answering back.
That's what they needed, though. They needed some sort of an advantage for a later round scenario. But like you said, I mean, the reason Demise ended up so bunched up was because of the disruption from Sus, just barreling through the smoke during the bomb plant. And then they're just like, all right, well, if he's already here, it's going to be very difficult for us to find any post plants because we have no idea where the rest of the team is. Could they be that close again? So we do have an equalizing frag come out into a 3-on-3, as it was Kia Star pushing aggressively. Again, he is in that realm of aggression, continuing to push. 13 bullets, did not go for the reload.
He was trying to bait in a player with the reload so they would push him, but they did not fall for it. Demise. And he's going to keep hold of that weapon close angle because at least 13 bullets is enough to take down one player up close. When Demise is going to all three of them push in, smokes deployed to block out Zuma up in that window. Kiyosa's going to find some trouble, and there is it. Samuel G. That's the trouble arrived, and the smoke from behind. They should be able to get the bomb plant now. Ooh.
Unconventional miss there from Azuma. A little bit lackluster on that one. It's going to come down to a 1 versus 3. And Sus, well, he's got an STG. He's got a scope. He wants to get out of there and hang on to those for the next round because you can see, I mean, the money situation right now for Entropy is not exactly ideal.
No, because these rounds have been pretty close. Only a few players having coins, which is because they've been the only players surviving, which is Kiyostar and Slatan.
Could this be the, shift that Demise needs to get themselves back into this game?
It can definitely be a shift, but they definitely need to get the next round because Entropy, despite having so many, well, not so many coins, they will be able to have a decent buy coming into the next round. And if they can win that round, Demise is going to be 1. The mental game's lost, and 2, as well as the natural game, especially since Samuel G stuck around a little bit too long. That's not going to help their chances coming into the next round. And this is the little thing which reason why this scoreline is so heavily favored to Entropy right now. It's because Demise are making these tiny mistakes.
Yes, and they're being punished for their tiny mistakes.
Yeah.
They aren't given an opportunity to recover from their tiny mistakes, which is making their tiny mistakes into really big mistakes, exploitable mistakes. And that's where Entropy is capitalizing on it. Bomb picked up, going to move towards the A bomb site this time around. Send a couple of players over towards B just to create a bit of a ruckus. They don't want to leave that area completely barren. And you can see Demise continuing to move up. Dens, does he check that angle once again? Really juggling around these cars again. We've seen this on a number of different teams. CRG yesterday, everybody getting in on the mix with the scopes and the cars and everything like that. It's going to be down to Zlatan. Ooh, to get the timing right, he does not.
That's a lot better from Demise peeking in together as a unit and now getting this tag on the lead. And now they know his position. He's running out and he's going to fall into the hands of Samuel G. This is a lot better from them. A lot more team-based and a lot more structured. But now Sus has got a scope and he's going insane. 2 kills for him. Looking for a 3rd. And at this point, if you're Demise, you probably want to try and get up behind him or trying to flush him out with a smoke. Or a nade. There's the smoke deployed. Now Sus has to push through with an STG in hand. He is on site. Dins did spot that. And now he needs to peek into Dins. And Dins is chasing him and he gets that frag. That's an important frag, impactful. Now it's all onto Azuma. And Azuma has made it into a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, and this is another situation that Demise doesn't want to be in. Now, granted, look at it. Everybody contributing this time around. Den's going to pick up the final frag, and there's the 2 in a row that you were talking about, but it comes at a cost.
Yeah.
Sure, they've got a decent amount of coins stocked up now after winning 2 rounds in a row, but they lost 4 out of their 5 players. So, albeit the round going the way of Demise, how close have some of these rounds been?
They've been so close. There's been so many clutch situations where it's been 1 versus 1, and that was from the individual performances of Demise making 4Ks over and over again. We saw Nils, he was in a 1 versus 1 after a 4K. We saw Dins 1 versus 1 after a 4K. And they've all been going in Entropy's favor.
Yes.
Except for that round.
Yeah, finally Demise win a clutch. Finally, Demise were in a healthy position to win a clutch as well.
But the problem was, even in that round, they made it close, despite the fact that Azuma managed to get 2 frags just like that. It's these tiny mistakes, which is letting Entropy run away with this map so far. But Blues, he's able to find the head of Gearstar, and Azuma as well. That's pretty quick from him. And Dins, he's on the hunt as well.
Yeah, Neil's able to get one back, taking down Zlatan. See if they can do anything else. Oh, the timing just not working out for Deleter. Almost got around the edge of the tank. Might have been able to get one for free. But unfortunately for him, that's not going to be the case. And Blues going to finish it off. 3 kills on the round for Blues, 2 for Niels, and a 5th round on the board now for Demise. You can see they're getting a little bit loud out there. It's nice to see.
Samuel G.
It's good
showing
to,
that.
It's good to see.
Bomb left of your screen. So was you.
Killing me, Joe. You're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. Oh, man.
So focused. Let's see if he can have another entry in this map or in this round. Good dodge of nades from Demise, but not that time.
Not as good. Yeah. Murphy's Law, right?
Why'd you have to do this to me, Blues?
Yeah. You're not my boy, Blues.
Aggression from Gearstar. Almost rewarded with a frag. And he is rewarded with a frag onto Samuel G, but 2 quick answer back from Demise towards that A site.
Completely open.
Seemed like Entropy a little bit weak towards there.
Which is curious because it seemed like Demise was going so heavy-handed towards that B bomb site all the time early on in this. This time around, it doesn't make a difference. It's going to be Azuma trying to get it back into this favor. He's going to be able to find one. Going to regen it out. They've got Guvers to work with and Strove. This is a good position from him. Kind of a goofy off angle, hunkered down here in the corner. And yeah, Azuma not going to be predicting that. Niels going to finish things off. He gets 2 more into that round. It's 8-6. So a half that we thought could have potentially gone like 12-3 or you know, 11-4 has been reeled back in, and Demise starting to put some rounds on the board. Final round of the opening half, and we could see that 8-7 halftime score.
Yeah, we could, and that's going to help Demise going into the second half because they'll be starting on the axes, and it could come to falling on Entropy. But Zuma, he's back on that car, and we saw what he can do.
Yes. And you see the two smokes that they throw into the B-bomb site, one for that hallway off to the side and then one at the top of the stairs. And he's been going down the stairs and getting in between those two smokes to try and find a clear point of vision. Oh, talk about clear vision. One-shot headshot from Blues off the back of the M1 Garand.
This is a lot better from Demise. They're getting to more favorable positions, making little mistakes now, but the mistakes are still there, but this time, Entropy can't seem to capitalize on.
Not only that, but team play.
Yeah, team plays
Less
there now.
individual efforts. They aren't getting into situations where they have to ace it to win it. They're getting into situations where Blues is getting a kill, Samuel's getting a kill, Dins is dying, but that's beside the point. You know, it's more of a team effort right now. Everybody's starting to fire on all cylinders. Everybody's starting to pick it up, put it down, and you know, it's not just one person doing what they can. However, Azuma, look at this position with a car.
So aggressive, but it looks like they actually check it. Now they know his position. This is going to be tough for him to get out of it, and Samiji's actually going to win that duel. B-site secured for Demise, 4 versus 2, maybe not 3 versus 2 since Zlatan managed to find an opening onto Nilsk. So now this is where Demise have been having problems. They've been having problems with their post-plant positions.
Look a lot better in this one. In their defense, though, they hadn't really been given the space to get good post-plant positions. Now, this time around, they do, and this should be finished off nice and easy, and it is. So Demise bring it all the way back to 8-7 for the half. So a nice recovery from them. We'll see what they bring to the table here going into the second half of this match.
No, they want to try and win the first round as fast as they can. Maybe they can try and put a nade somewhere. Like, if I know Entropy like to push mid a little bit, get aggressive, or push that B. So you probably want to have that nade going somewhere in that area. They don't normally favor towards the A site. So you can keep one player towards there. Maybe have someone in top triple. That way you can see if there's someone still in graveyard, which sometimes they like to do, or peek into courtyard, which there is one person in courtyard right now, but Nils, it's an angel right now.
What if he hit that shot?
Huh?
I said, what if he hit that shot?
It would have been insane. That's what it would have been. Like, it's an impossible shot to hit pretty much because it has to be so fast. It's going to be 1 in a million chance because he's pre-firing that spot. Yeah, it's a common spot, but the chances of someone beating that angle in the first round, very unlikely.
Strove able to find one. Zlatan gets the answer back, but Zlatan falls immediately afterwards to the hands of Blue. And asleep at the wheel maybe a little bit, Dens?
I think he was trying to get the headshot angle, which wasn't in his favor, but now it's just left on Azuma. He should be able to get a bomb plant. Nope, Samuel G denies it, and that's a token less, which they'll be going into the next round. Only Zlatan and Delete will have 2 tokens because each of them got 1 kill.
So Demise, that's 5 rounds in a row now? 6 rounds in a row?
Something like that, 6.
So don't call it a comeback. They've been here for years. See whether or not they can finish this map off as strong as they have been in the latter stages of the first half. Because this has been impressive.
Yeah.
You know, they're down, they're not out. They get their poise back, they get their swagger back, they get their nades back.
Yeah, and the thing is, now it's not just one player. They're all firing on all cylinders, like Entropy was at the start. It's completely switched over, and it's better to see than an individual player trying to go for a 4K, because you want to see the more team play, because that's what's going to get you the wins more. And Azuma, that's what he needs to try and get to open this round out. So they're already 2 people down, but I like to see that they're still more aggressive, because standing still for 30 seconds is not going to help you come back into this round.
Oh, exactly. Good damage being done. They actually get the player out of the site, but Strove is here. Strove actually hearing that player coming around from the backside. He elects to push forward and finds Kia, and Niels is going to be there to back him up. The leader goes down, and another round on the board here for the boys on Demise, doing a great job in getting themselves right. And you can see, I mean, 19 for Azuma, right? but look at how condensed they are on the Demise side. 16 for the top fragger, 12 for the bottom. So now you don't see those individual efforts. You see the team play. You see everybody contributing to the rounds. The impact is there. They're able to continue to string these rounds together, not because their economy is all that great, but because everybody is starting to hit their shots.
Yeah, exactly. And you're seeing Entropy's fall apart a little bit. And this is one of their main problems on this side. They have a lot of hot heads, which means that when things not going their way, they start to get a little bit angry. I know Keystar is a massive person for this, so is Zlatan. Once those players start getting a little bit angry, they're not hitting their shots. They're not playing together as they used to, and that's when they start seeing rounds fall apart. But if they lose this round, you're probably going to see them go for a pause, just trying to clear heads, or that's what I would suggest.
I would absolutely recommend going for a pause here in the very near future because they've lost their swagger. It's been tough, and with Zlatan opening things up, maybe they can get a little bit of that back. Blues, he's been tagged up. Samuel's going to find the leader. There's the backstab. Going for a second one is Dens. He even gets the tag out before the reload comes in. Opportunities there, but he gets shot down. He's going to be at 50% health. He's going to have to abate from that for the time being, 2 versus 2.
Yeah, and the thing is, Dan's fought back so fast, and now Keystar needs to try and find an opening, which is going to be tough for him. He's struggling a little bit, and now Dens has just shown his position, and at this point you want someone to try and come and help, because that's what you need. Zlatan falls, Dens how you get that frag, and Demise cheering.
Yeah, Demise getting loud out there.
Yeah.
Getting loud out there. 10-8 scoreline. They have gotten at least 7 rounds in a row now, maybe 8 rounds in a row. And it's like you said, I mean, Entropy, take a timeout. Take a timeout, clear your heads, have a little discussion. All right, what's going on right now? Because it seems like it doesn't matter what bomb site Demise has gone to, they've been able to crack that nut.
Yeah, as well as the fact that, like I said, some of these players are quite hot hits, and when they're not feeling it, you can tell that they're not feeling it. Like Keystar, he's the big one. Like when he's angry, he is completely gone from the game. Like
just loses it.
Yeah, so that's what you need to have a pause. Calm down these players. Talk through it. What's happening? How can we fix this? What are we doing wrong? What are they doing which is better?
Well, I can tell you what they're doing, which is better right now, is that they're getting frags, and Entropy is not. Dens once again going to open things up. He's on the back of that SVG. And Blues just sitting on bomb boxes, getting a nice frag there, doing some good damage to Azuma. Zlatan also very, very low, and Samuel has come to pretty much be the cavalry that's been called in.
Yeah, it is 3 versus 3. Blues staying around dark position, but Sus, he's looking to try and get a nasty headshot, but he's going to be pushed off from his position. But it has allowed Zlatan to start pushing up as well as his teammate. But Azuma does fall to the hands of Samuel G, but a quick trade come in.
Flank though.
Oh yeah, look at that flank coming in from Strove. And Strove's been playing really, really well lately. He's been playing so smartly. He's going to start pushing up. Does quite a play, and he actually gets that frag, just leaving Sus slowly regenning. And if they can actually get the tag on him, they would have stopped his regenning. But he'll get full health before that tag.
Oh, and that's just the smoke that you hate to see. Throws out a smoke of his own, trying to give himself a little bit of room to roam out here. Goes for the knife, but that's not going to be the case. He goes down immediately. 11-8 now for Demise.
Bomb defused.
You love it. You love to see it. That's the thing, man. Video games have gotten soft lately. Not nearly enough trash talk and everything like that. Because like we said, we're enemies on the server, but we're friends after the game is over. Have a little fun with it. Get in your opponent's head. Talk some smack. I know that, you know, CSGO player Config gets a lot of flack for that because he talks mad smack on Twitter and everything like that. No, don't tell him not to do that. Tell him to do it. It makes a storyline. It makes drama. It makes it, you know, it's more fun that way. Talk smack at LAN. So many LAN tournaments that I go to nowadays are like, shh, you got to be like a library mouse. You can't say anything.
And it, like you said, it's part of the game. It gets into your opponent's head. And sometimes it's not always great to trash talk your teammates. Sometimes it actually makes them play harder because they want to win and prove you wrong. But Demise, they have totally gotten the heads of Entropy right now. They're winning the duels a lot better and they're playing off each other a lot better, like Samuel G right there. He's the one causing this
right
smack
now.
talk. It just leaves the leader. At this point, you just want to click delete on Entropy right now. But he's guarding that button. He wants to try and fight his team back into this round, but Samuel G again. 3 kills for him. More smack talk as well. You gotta love it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's something that's really gone away from, you know, the competitive esports scene. Everybody wants to be PG. Come on, man. Like, whatever happened to, you know, you think back to, like, the CGS Source days with the whole What Up Now Swedes by Shagwire. I mean, you know, you love that kind of stuff. You want to see it. It's just it's a dying breed these days, so it's nice to see a little bit of land trash talk. Because, like I said, after this tournament's all done, everybody's going to have a, you know, a good time afterwards. Grab a beer. They're all going to go home and they're going to play against each other online anyway.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? It's not like you go home and you're like, I don't like that guy. I'm not going to play against him. He was mean to me at LAN.
Yeah, and saying that, I know Dins, he does it a lot. He trash talks a lot. But if you talk to him after the game, he's one of the nicest guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So far, I can honestly say this: I am like a foreigner to the scene of Battalion. This is all very new to me and everything. But I gotta say, like, even though the community is small, it is tight knit.
Yeah.
Everybody has been great. Everybody's been super nice, and I've loved every minute of it so far.
Yeah, and Snatan, he's looking to try and get some openings here. He has pushed up pretty far up, and he couldn't get his second frag. This is a lot better from Entropy. They're going for a little bit more fast action. They're getting in together, and that's the thing. But Demise, they still got some fire on them. But so does the leader.
Yeah, Niels was able to pull one back, but the leader gets the wall bang, drops one.
They're expecting the flank from Samuel G. But he's still going to get a frag, and a second as well.
Oh, my goodness. How have they pulled this back? And I think they have an idea of where the last player is. Gun barrel spotted. Player on the site. Got to go for the reload. Oh, my God. They're shucking and jiving. They line up. Can he get the kills? It's going to come down to Samuel and Zlatan in a 1 versus 1. Who is going to come out on top of this one? Oh, my goodness. They are just ring around the rosy. 7 seconds. And that's going to be it. The round is going to go the way of Demise. Samuel with a big 4K.
That was close, and it still is pretty close.
Ooh. Ooh. That is about as close as it gets.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit disappointed if you're HP there. But Samuel G, he's loving life. 10 tokens on him. He's going to give those away.
He's going, I don't need these. All right, I'm good.
I'm good.
Just
I
give
got
me a
4K.
carbine and an STG. I'm good to go. We're fine. We are fine.
He's loving
13
life.
to 8. That is a round right there that tilts the team off the face of the earth.
Yeah. You saw his sumo at the end there. He was just like, whoa, what can you do?
What can you do? You can beat Blues and try to get aggressive here. Zlatan's going to be able to find one. Blues does go down. Dins is there for the return frag, but Dins has been tagged up, so he's out of the fight for a few seconds. Sus has also been dropped low. So a little back and forth early on. The fast strategies, Entropy just screw it, rush it. So close.
Yeah, the wallbang. He knows that position, but that's a little bit uncharacteristic from Nils. Maybe someone should tell him that you can't shoot through that anymore.
You want to do that after the game's over?
Yeah.
I want to be there when you do it. Hey, so I saw you trying to spam a wall. Yeah, not spammable anymore.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Funny thing is, because they placed that door there, and that made it so you can't spam, because in the old update, you could spam through that for days and get so many frags. But the Leo, he's trying to get in, and he will get the shot on Dins. I wish I could have seen that, because that looked like it would have been a good shot.
Yeah, all you could see in the scope was his feet, so it had to be a nice flick there at the end. But finally, a round on the board for Entropy. It has been
so long.
9 rounds for Demise, and finally a round here for Entropy.
That's their first allied round.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I was about to say CT. That's not right.
That's no.
Wrong game.
That's what I was doing that when we were doing the qualifier. I kept calling it terrorist and counter-terrorist side. And the problem is that even though the logos at the top right are red for one side and blue for the other, typically you associate the red icon or the yellow icon as being the attacking team and the blue icon as being the defensive team. It's the opposite in this. The blue icon is the attacking team. So calling them counter-terrorists is a little bit, it wouldn't really work too well.
It's actually quite interesting that the devs have decided that way, because it's, if you look in development, like the reason why a lot of teams have red for attacking is because red symbolizes aggression and it makes the players a lot more aggressive. And then blue is like more passive and calm. And I think there was a study on League about it, because they got the same color scheme, red and blue, but the thing is they're both on equal standing.
So you're saying this is why I suck at the game, is because...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That explains that. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling very thank you.
You're welcome. Just clearing up for everyone, though.
Yeah, I
if
like
you
that.
suck at the game, it's because you're not aggressive enough. And
look at Samuel,
you're too aggressive on axes.
Do you want to talk about aggression? Samuel, 27 kills, 12 deaths.
Yeah.
So he has really poured it on in the second half here. Kia Star, trying to find a frag here, and he's going to get the assist with the frag from Sus as Dens goes down, and now it's going to be Niels. Ooh, close quarter, good jump peek there. He's in a really compromising position. Somehow he's getting bailed out. And Blues picking up a kill. Samuel picking up a kill, but the trade's going favorably here for Entropy. It's all down to Strove, and his arsenal is left wanting.
Yeah, a little bit problematic there. It looked like Blues and some just trying to bail out. I think it was Strove.
It was
in the
Niels.
middle.
Yeah, Niels that was stuck there, yeah.
Yeah. But if you're that sort of play, once you get those 2 kills, you have to sort of leave Niels alone. Done all you could for him. Don't risk your lives even more. Play a little bit more passive. And that's actually allowed Deleter to pick up this scope.
So, scope in hand. He had success with it earlier on, but finding success is Demise on the back of the nades. Going to get some good juicy damage onto Uzuma as well. They get the hit marker, so they know there's a player over there. And they've also lost Latin, so this round not going well for Entropy. After getting the last 2 in a row, Azuma on the M1 is able to find one more, but that nade's finally going to finish him off. He never actually took any damage from guns in the round, I don't believe. I think it was just nade damage the entire time. So nades really doing their job.
Yeah, and you have to say, they bought 5 nades that round. They got 3 kills from the 4 of them. And the thing is, it wasn't just one nade. It was in different areas of the map.
Yes.
They threw a nade over here, kill. They threw a nade over here, kill. They threw a nade over here. They tagged on, so they got information and nearly killed Azuma. So that's why Din's pushed to try and get that kill, and then the secondary nade to kill him.
Yeah. So well played there from Demise. Here's some set nades from them again. They know that they've been favoring attacking towards the B-bomb site. That's all. The Entropy is all in on this B-bomb site, by the way. Good smoke goes out. Does that actually do damage when you get hit by a nade?
Yeah.
Did that just take him to half health getting hit by a nade?
He was a little bit tagged from a nade and he was regenning.
Oh, I was about to say, did that really do that much damage? I'm just going to run around throwing nades at people.
Hit
him with a smoke and then hit him with an HE and just kill him. Blunt force trauma. It's pretty good stuff. That being said, though, with Blues down, disadvantage for Demise into this round, but they're only 2 rounds away from closing out map number 1. Remember, this is a best-of-3 series, and this is only the first map of said series, so we've got ourselves a scrappy battle right now.
Yeah, this is Entropy's pick.
Yeah, you'd hate to see him lose that.
Ooh, Din's finally getting some success from that spam. We've seen him do it several times now. Only now getting the frag. Zlatan able to get 1. Almost gets a 2nd. It would have been a lot more favorable if he did.
Yeah. No, and look at this positioning right now from Samuel G.
Oh no, if he peeks into this.
So scary. 2 players on the back lines and Samuel G on the flank. He is ripping, rearing, ready to go. Is he going to be able to pick anything up? He should be peeking out here any second. They're looking for him, a little bit of tagging. They're trying to keep him honest and keep him looking that way, but here comes Sam, and there it is. They're going to finish things off. 15-10 it goes. Oh, there we go.
Standing up, saying, what are you doing? Are you in the server?
Got to turn those monitors on, boys. Let's get this going. So Demise map point now on Entropy's map pick.
Yeah.
dangerous territories. Do you switch it up and take a rush towards the A bomb site? What are you thinking?
Well, they've only been towards the B bomb site so far. They haven't gone towards A at all, or maybe like one round they did and they just got shut down completely. What they probably want to do is probably do something like an ace split. Have 3 people go towards that long position, 2 people go through market, get that market control really early on, and the 3 people can push out, get triple, and they would be able to get that A site. But they're not saying that at all. They're going for their split and pick still, and at the moment it's just getting picked off one by one by Demise.
Yeah, Samuel even chiming in with one of his own. Trying to get some nade damage in. It does connect on Blues, drops him down to 1 HP, but still alive and kicking for the time being, and Blues doubling up while regenning.
Yeah.
They only needed to hit him 1 time to take him out, but he's going to find 2 kills off the back of that. Kia Star, the last man standing, 1 versus 5. Blues naded down to 1 HP again. They just can't get the guy off the server right now.
No, he's a tank right now. Just doesn't want to die, but
Finally
dies by the hands of Kia Star. But Kia Star still needs to find 4 more people to keep his team alive on this map before going down at disadvantage, going to map number 2. There we have it.
Win.
Demise wins map number 1, not their map pick, and they're celebrating so much. And weren't
Rightfully
you
so.
after having a rough start?
Yep. So again, we're going to go ahead and do a giveaway for a Heroes War Chest. Exclamation point drop in chat if you want to enter for an opportunity to win that. The winner will be announced at the start of the next map. So you guys have a little bit of time to get involved in that. We will be back for our next map in this best of 3 series between Demise and Entropy in just a few